Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kate and I love all things makeup, skincare, beauty, and fun. Today we're going to be talking about the new makeup releases and whether we want to buy them or say bye-bye, purchase or pass, if you will. If you are interested in this type of content, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I would love it so much if you would subscribe to my channel down below. And without any further ado, let's go. Okay, so I am positioned off to the side. We have our iPad ready. And the first new launch we have to talk about are these Balms by e.l.f. So they are their Squeeze Me Glow Lip Balms. They do retail for $4 each, and there are 5 different shades. I suspect that they're going to be pretty sheer on the lips, so shades is kind of a loose term. But they do have like different scents. So it looks like we have vanilla frosting, strawberry, grape, honeydew, and peach. While certainly the price point is great, these are just not something that I currently need in my collection. I have a collection of, actually they're right here, of these Juicy Tubes by Essence. Juicy Balms by Essence, and realistically, if I'm going to be going for a squeezy tube gloss, which is rare, I already have something that meets that need for me. So for me, it is a bye-bye. I don't need these, but I can absolutely see how these would be enticing, especially for summer. I feel like the squeezy tube type of glosses are perfect, in my opinion, for the beach. And so for me, that is probably where I would get the most use out of a product like this, but I already have some and I don't need them. New from Essence is their Melting for Ice Cream collection. This is super cute. So it looks like it's going to come with a Melting for Ice Cream lip balm, which is strawberry scented, a strawberry sugar scrub, a pH reacting lip cream, and a highlighter, as well as some brushes and some nail stickers. This is super, super cute. Admittedly, the only thing in this collection that kind of intrigues me as far as I would consider purchasing is the highlighter. Let's see here. I can't tell if they're available now or not. Certainly, if I can find them, I will link them down below. I think it's a super cute collection. I'm just not sure that I'm like their target audience for this. But Essence is typically a brand that is super cost effective, so they have me intrigued. If I can like easily access the highlighter at Ulta and use it as like a little add-on, I would be happy to do that. New by Pharmacy, I'm so excited about this one, is their Strawberry Shortcake Clean. It's their makeup removing balm. Pharmacy makes my favorite makeup removing balm. What keeps me from purchasing it exclusively is admittedly the price point. However, this scent seems like it's going to be to die for. I don't like... The logical part of my brain knows darn well that I don't need to buy a balm just because it smells like strawberry shortcake, but the emotional side of my brain loves anything strawberry and like vanilla-y scented, especially strawberry shortcake. Like, that is the epitome of strawberry and vanilla. So I am so excited about this. This is going to retail for $36 and it will be available on the 31st of May is the month we're in, so in just a couple of days here. I admittedly don't need a cleansing balm right now, and it doesn't say right now anyways that it's going to be limited edition. Certainly if that changes, I will, or if I discover that that is true, I will include that down below. But I'm grateful right now that it's not identifying that it is limited edition, because that does not mean that I have to like go out and buy it right this second if I want to get it. New from Natasha Denona, I'm so excited for this. This is their Yucca Palette, as well as 3 new eyeliners. The palette is going to retail for $69, and does it say? I don't see the price on the eyeliners. I want to say they're $24. They are available for pre-order on Natasha Denona's website now. My understanding is that they are going to start shipping out June 1st. So if you're interested in that, check out Natasha Denona's website. This color story is right up my alley. I love grungy greens, yellows, oranges, this just looks like a beautifully curated color story, and Natasha Denona makes one of my favorite formulas, so this is an easy buy. NYX has put out a slew of new products, a lot of which look very intriguing. So it looks like they have 4 new Ultimate Eyeshadow palettes: Vintage Jean Baby, Paradise Shock, I Know That's Bright, and Warm Neutral. Those are going to retail for $20 each. Admittedly, that price point kind of like threw me for a loop. I'm like, $20 seems steep. However, I am actually interested in the I Know That's Bright palette. It looks like it has a lot of neon shades, and in the summertime specifically, I love neons. So if I can get my grubby little paws on that, I will be happy to. They're also releasing the Ultimate Glow Shots liquid eyeshadows in 4 different shades. Those are going to retail for $10.50. They have Strawberry Stacked, Feelin' Grape, Blueberry Bank, and Watermelon Wealth. Those also look pretty interesting, specifically that bright pink shade. I'm not exactly sure which one that is, if it's Watermelon Wealth or if it's Strawberry Stacked, but regardless, I am interested in the green as well as the pink shades of those, and $10.50 is not a terrible price point. Zero to Brow Longwear Brow Gel. It's going to come in 7 shades and retail for $13. A gel formula with a precise doe foot applicator. I don't know, admittedly, that I'm on the market for a brow gel right now. I have one by Essence that is, while it's not my favorite, it's like doing the job for me. I also have some by e.l.f. But I'm just not sure that that's something that I'm looking for at this exact moment. So that's going to be a bye-bye for now, a pass. And then they have Zero to Brow Eyebrow Stencils. They're $10. There's 2 different packs, thick and skinny, 4 stencils per pack. That's an easy pass for me. Those types of products look like they're going to be nothing short of a pain in the caboose, and I just don't have the patience for that. So that is an easy bye-bye. It looks like Rihanna and Fenty Beauty are bringing back the Gloss Bomb in the shade Riri. It was included in their Super Bowl collection, and now they have brought it back as a standalone permanent shade. It's going to retail for $21. I have a handful of the Fenty Gloss Bombs, and while I do enjoy the formula, they're not my absolute favorite formula. They're definitely a nice formula, but I have right now enough gloss, in my opinion, to get me through the summer. Summertime for me is really like when glosses are like calling to me, because it just, that juicy bronze goddess vibe is what I'm about. So it's a beautiful shade. It looks like it's going to be beautiful on a slew of skin tones, but I just don't need it right now. Along those same lines, Fenty Beauty's new Summer 2023 collection is now available. There is the refills of her Icon lipstick. It looks like there are 3 new shades: Etui, Nosy Rosy, and Miss Candy Venom. A matchstick color adaptive blush in the shade Strawberry Pop. I'm a little nervous about the words color adaptive, because I'm kind of hoping it's not going to be one of those like pH balance things. I don't love those because I feel like the color pink that they pull is always the same, whereas this shade in Strawberry Pop is really appealing to me. So I think I'm gonna have to wait for a review on that one. Initially that was a total buy because I just love that color. It looks beautiful, but the color adaptive has me concerned. And then there are 2 new shades in her Popsicle Hydrating Lip. They retail for $27. I do think I want to pick up one or both of those. I enjoy that formula, and those colors look like they would be really beautiful. I think they're going to be super bold when we first put them on, but I think that the stain that they leave behind is where it's going to really shine. e.l.f. has a couple new complexion products. So they have their Holy Hydration e.l.f. Off Makeup Remover. That's going to retail for $7. And then they also have their Sun Touchable All Set for Sun SPF 45 Sunscreen Mist. So I'm not in the market for a makeup remover right now, and admittedly, if I am, I'm going for a balm. I do love the one by e.l.f., but like a liquid version is just not something that I typically reach for. However, the setting spray I'm absolutely interested in. So if I can get my grubby little paws on that, I will be happy to. It looks like they just dropped. The sunscreen mist retails for $12 and the makeup remover retails for $7. So both of which are like a super fair price. I don't know if you can like tell in the picture. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm distorted. However, doesn't the spray look kind of small? Like, I don't know. I don't see a like ounces in here, but the way that it looks in the model's hand looks very small. So that's a little concerning, but I'm still interested to try it. It looks like Makeup Revolution is coming out with a Pixar Finding Nemo collection. Okay, so here's the thing. I love Finding Nemo. I think it's a super cute movie. I just am wondering, like, who the market is on this. Like, who was requesting this? They have a ton. This is a huge collection, of course it is, because it's Makeup Revolution. They have a liquid blusher in 2 different shades, Nemo and Dory, for $10. A Dory lip oil set for $12. The duo sponge set is $12. That's actually a good price. The Mine palette is $15. Fin, Noggin, and Dude palette for $15. Finding Nemo palette for $25. The Sherman palette for $25. The brush set is going to retail for $20. A clear lip gloss for $10. Fish Are Friends bronzer and highlighter palette is going to be $12. The Wake Up bronzer highlighter palette is going to be $12. And the cosmetic bag is going to retail for $18. It looks like these are all available now. So I guess I kind of can like picture who this is for, but I'm also slightly confused. So here's the thing, like, this, for me, this movie is quite old, so I can see how for some people it would be a nostalgia factor, and Makeup Revolution, I'm fairly confident, is available in Walmart pretty readily. And so as far as accessibility goes, for a younger audience or for an older audience that is grasping at nostalgia, I can kind of see. However, for me, nothing about this is screaming, I have to have it. It's very much screaming like novelty items, and while I love Finding Nemo, I'm just not confident, and in fact, I'm more confident that I don't need this in my collection than I am that I might not need this. I know I don't. I know I don't need this. I will say the palettes, the Mine palette, and then the Finding Nemo palette, like the color stories look really pretty on those. But again, I don't need this. It doesn't look like anything outstanding as far as innovation or quality, so it's a pass for me. Dyson is coming out with some new colorways on their hair tools. This is their Ceramic Pop Summer 2023 collection. The color combination was inspired by the G-Force, the first vacuum Dyson released in Japan in the 1980s. Also, the finish is a silk-like smoothness of bamboo baked rice cooker. How oddly specific. I digress. I admittedly love this colorway. I feel like as far as aesthetics go for the Dyson products, this has been my favorite aesthetic. That being said, the brakes are pumped pretty hastily at the door when you realize that these products, I think the cheapest is like $400. I don't know about you, but for me, I don't have $400 to spend on a hairdryer or $600 to spend on a curling wand, styling wand. I don't have the $400 to $500 for the straightener. It's just not going to be for me. I would love one day to be able to try these products because I feel like the technology for Dyson is always there. I hear people rave about their products. It's just the price point is not accessible to me at all. One day, maybe, I would love to try them, but today is not that day, my friends. Today is not that day. It looks like Anastasia Beverly Hills is releasing a new eyeshadow palette. This is her Cosmos eyeshadow palette. 12 shades, new finishes, coming soon to their website and retailers. Available now in some stores. I'm not exactly sure what those stores are. This is a really pretty color story, and the swatches on this are kind of what got me, because it looks like they have some really ethereal, shifty shades that I have not personally experienced from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I historically love her formula. While it is definitely a more powdery formula, I find them really easy to work with and blend. So yes, I am interested in this. I suspect it's going to be around $45 to $50. That is typically what her eyeshadow palettes go for. If for some reason it's like $70, it's probably going to be a no, but if it does reign true that it's going to be in that $45 to $50 price range, you bet I'm gonna get my little paws on this because I do enjoy her formulas. New from Valentino Beauty are their liquid lip and blush 2-in-1 type of a product. Golly, I can't even say this. Liquoroso. I'm sure I'm butchering that. 2-in-1. You can use them on your lips and cheeks. Soft blur matte in 12 shades. Coming soon on their website and Sephora. So I'll be honest, that really bright pink shade has me intrigued because I just love bright pink. It also looks like there is like a bright orangey shade. Also super intrigued by that. However, the soft matte is kind of where they lost me. Typically in the summertime, I'm looking for something with a little bit more sheen. I'm just not sure. Although it does say soft blur matte, so maybe that would be kind of a nice feature. If it has that blurring technology where it's able to reduce the appearance of my texture, maybe I could be interested in that. I think it's going to largely depend on the price point, and like what else comes out at that time, because I certainly am not in a position to try every single new product. I'm intrigued, but I'm not convinced that I need these, if that makes sense. LH Cosmetics has come out with a new 9-pan palette. This is their Aim Higher palette. 9 shades, a multi-use palette inspired by the passion for climbing, the beauty of magnificent rocks, and the surrounding nature. It can be used on eyes, cheeks, and lips, and it's going to retail for $49. This color story is just not for me. Grays and silvers don't always look the best on me, which is kind of ironic because I do have a cooler undertone as far as my skin tone goes, but for some reason gray in particular and silver are not my favorite shadows to play with. Silver I can do as long as there's like other colors mixed in, but this palette and this color story, it just isn't speaking to me as far as something that I would need. Additionally, while I hear them that this palette can be used on the cheeks and the lips, I'm just not sure that this color story I would do any of that on. Personally, I would hardly get use out of it out of my eyes, and I cannot fathom how I would use it on my cheeks or my lips. So for me, this is an easy bye-bye. But let me know down below what you think of this palette and what you think of LH Cosmetics in general. I hear really good things, but also $49 for 9 eyeshadows seems a bit steep to me. It looks like Sydney Grace is releasing a new palette in collaboration with Glitzy Fritzy. So this is going to have 15 shades featuring mattes and shimmers. It's going to retail for $52 and it'll launch June 7th at 9 PST. So this is a cute palette. I can definitely see who this is for because there are those like pops of pastel, shimmer, and matte, as well as a nice decent amount of mattes and more neutral shades. For me though, I do feel like I have these colors in my collection and I don't feel like adding this palette to my collection would add anything significant. So while I am happy for Glitzy Fritzy and I'm also of course happy for Sydney Grace, I just don't think that this palette is aimed at me. I think this is definitely aimed at somebody else. I've heard great things about Sydney Grace Cosmetics though, so certainly if there's other products that intrigue you, go for it. If there's other products I should be intrigued by, please let me know. If you're intrigued by this, that's great. It's just a no for me. It looks like Moonslice Beauty is releasing a slew of new palettes. So it looks like they are doing so in collaboration with Rosalie Delgado, a 21 Pro Color palette in collaboration with Rosalie MUA. The palette consists of 21 shades featuring mattes and shimmers, and it's going to retail for $35. There's also 7 little quads. I can see how people would absolutely be drawn into this. There's a lot of like beautiful neutral shades, as well as some more muted mauves, purples, and earth tones. I feel like I have a lot of those tones right now in my collection that I'm really enjoying playing with, and so I just don't feel like this collection is going to add anything personally to my collection, but certainly let me know down below. This is also Moonslice Beauty is a brand that I personally have not tried. If you've tried them, please let me know down below what products are must-haves, and what you think of the brand as a whole. Jolie Beauty is releasing a new Siren collection. It looks like it's largely inspired by mermaids and underwater creatures. The collection consists of 12 new mermazing products. The palette itself is going to retail for $49. There are 4 chameleon cream eyeshadow pots, and those retail for $22 each, or you can get the bundle for $66, which is actually a great deal. Let's see here. A new matte liquid lipstick. Those are going to retail for $17. And then some liquid eyeshadows that are going to retail for $19 each, or $55 for the bundle of 4. You can get all of this for $222, which is actually, I feel like, not a terrible price, especially when you consider a lot of these products are like special and shifty. I am interested in the eyeshadow palette. It looks really beautiful. I'm also interested in the single pots. I just don't know if I like need it right now. I mean, let's be honest, I don't need anything right now, but I am intrigued by this. I am tempted to buy this. Let me know if you have tried anything by Jolie Beauty and what their quality has been like historically for you, and also let me know if you think I should review this collection. Terra Moon Cosmetics is releasing 11 new special shades for summer. These are single pot shadows, so you will need a magnetic palette. I'm fairly confident Terra Moon sells empty magnetic palettes if that is something that you're interested in. These do, looks like maybe they already released, so these were just released on Saturday. They look beautiful, they look special, they look shifty. And all of that being said, I know myself, and I know that I typically do not reach for things that are not in an eyeshadow palette. So my single shadows seriously get neglected in my collection as it stands. And so for me, it does not make good sense for me to go out and buy this collection knowing full well I'm not going to utilize these to their full potential. So while these are beautiful, I absolutely admire them, it's a no for me. Buchona Cosmetics has released their aesthetic palette, and this has 12 shades featuring 8 mattes and 4 shimmers for $23.95. It is available on their website. This looks really beautiful, and it definitely, I think for me, and when I picture like a summer palette, for me this definitely embodies that. I just have plenty of palettes in my collection currently that I'm very excited to reach for and very excited to play with, that have very similar color stories, if not like almost identical color stories. And so for me, it's not a logical add here, but I can absolutely see how people would be charmed by this. I love that it has those neons. I love neon shadows. I just don't think that this palette is going to be for me. Additionally, I think the price point of $23.95 is super fair, so let me know down below if you're interested in picking this palette up and what your thoughts are. The last thing I want to talk about is an eyeshadow palette by Elijah Storm Cosmetics. This is their Under the Sea palette. It consists of 25 shades, including 13 duochrome, 6 shimmer, and 6 matte finishes. It's going to retail for $35. I'm super tempted by this because I love The Little Mermaid, for starters, and I'm also super intrigued at the fact that there are 13 duochrome shadows and the price point is $35. I feel like that's such a good price point because typically speaking, in my experience, when I am looking for super special duochrome or multichrome shifty shades, I'm going to like really pay heavily for those. So it's interesting to me and intriguing to me that they're able to do this for $35. I love Little Mermaid. I love indie brands. So this one I am definitely tempted to grab. Let me know if you've tried anything from Elijah Cosmetics and what your thoughts are. That is everything for new makeup releases. I feel like this week was pretty fun. I know I missed the last couple of weeks, and so there have been so many new releases that I didn't talk about here today just because I feel like they're no longer like the hottest, newest releases, but I do feel like there's so many fun and special things coming out that right now I have to be so selective with what I plan to pick up because I cannot pick it all up. I simply cannot. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to my channel down below. And as always, please stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.